They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Big fullback's got it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. In your own territory, if you don't make it, I mean, it invites disaster, but it's 4th and inches. They had to go for it, and they made it.
Well, if I lost a bunch of weight, I'd be skinny, but I didn't. So go for it every single time. I love it.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He uncorks one deep. And he's got it inside the 35. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Going to run it. It's Overton. He's going to lose a yard on that one. So he gets stuffed on 1st down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football, early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Knight. Grabbed over the middle, it's Charles. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the point after is good. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Here's a heat. Quarterback gets past the marker. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Looking to throw, it's Jordan. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Floating away. He's going to take off. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Touch pass on the run. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
The Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Jordan. Might be looking to run. Breaks, got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Here's the handoff. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. That's caught. It's Overton. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get in the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Back to throw, it's Knight. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Looking to throw on third. Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on third down.
What a great play by the defense. Listen, that's why he plays defense. Yes, I get it. I get the joke. Defensive guys can't catch real well. But the offense, they caught a big-time break right there. That could have been disaster on their side of the field. Could have been a big turnover that led to points.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Oh, it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To the air, it's Knight. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd down, they got to get it to Neptune. He'll have to launch a rocket. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Pulls it in at the 25. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Gonna run it. It's Overton. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Nickel. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Leaves it with the back. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll go to the ground. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And now a chance to pull even. 1st and goal as we get late in the first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking for a crease. It's Overton. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. But still, they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it? And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he added the extra point. They took it 64 yards right down the field and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Holland. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Jordan. Got a wide open receiver. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Penny. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running game.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Takes him still up. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Looking to pass, it's Knight. Finds his man, it's Collier. There he goes. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The give from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They'll run play action. Fires to the tight end. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I love the vision on the quarterback by this defense. Dude, you know that ball's going to come out pretty quick down here in the goal-to-go situation. They break on the football, and they make sure they swat it down so the offensive guy can't make a play.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Going for 6. To the end zone and is picked off. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The Wildcats are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Got a little space. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Jordan. He'll throw it. Grab near the sticks. It's Tavai. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble. Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Skips away from pressure. Took care of it himself. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a 1st down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend.
The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss.
And this has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward.
And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when 3-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
A washed-up old guy. I've heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys up front. You think about the Jordan Davises and the Trayvon Walkers of the recent past, just guys that dominate a football game. You have to know where they're at on every snap.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. He turns it loose to the left. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Jordan. Forced out of the pocket. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback, and you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking to scramble. Got rid of it just in time. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Right down the boulevard. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
Big time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or 2 more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Knight. Working that left side now. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long. Whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages, it just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. There's the pressure. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Jordan. Keeps looking downfield. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Well, just nowhere to go there, and it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
And I like that a lot by this defense, like understanding. This guy's a threat. He's already shown you he will take off and run the football, treating him like a running back, playing pass, but understanding that can happen, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And that was a play where maybe the big target was open quicker or sooner than the quarterback had anticipated, but it's still no excuse to throw the ball off your back leg. You got to chop up your steps, you got to get a good base, and you got to step into the throw.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Catch in the middle, it's Charles.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And the Dogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Wiley. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
And fires complete to the right. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Dogs! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ole Miss is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about around the globe for a long time. They're up 14 over Arizona State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Wants to throw. It's Jordan. Quarterback now breaking the field. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to...
He's taking the shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Quick completion on the out route. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset. And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
They're dealing with a second and long. Making side adjustments here. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got his man downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure.
Fly trumpet! Fly trumpet!
Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here. He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. To the ground with the back. Turning it on. Got the first down and more. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Georgia.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Right back to the well. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Timeout is called with just a single second left. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Looking downfield, it's Knight. He wants a big play here late. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And this defense puts an exclamation point on this one. Brought down after the pick, and time has run out. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.